Yeah, I grew up in a coffee farm, and a small farm in Puerto Rico. My brother and I started driving. I started driving when I was 13, and yeah, I'm telling you, Jeeps are a vehicle that we love. I mean, right now Jeeps have improved so much that they feel more like a regular SUV. You're not so rough, and so for a daily driver, it's even good. But I'm gonna show you something, and there you go. That's our Jeep. We started driving that baby right there, and it's 1965. And back in the days, I still have the picture. Today I'm gonna talk to you about 7 upgrades for JK, Jeep JK, that I think are worthwhile. There's a lot of things people put on a Jeep that, you know, they may do something, but is it really worth it? I don't know. And I do that. I may put stuff there that may be something I like, but that doesn't mean it's gonna serve a purpose. But what I want to talk to you today is about 7 upgrades that, in my view, they actually do something that is worth doing to you. And they're in no order specifically. It's not that one is more important than the other one. It's just, you know, any order. So here's the first one. Hood latches. These hood latches are the ones, same design they put in the JL models. And they really fix the issue with the flutter. I don't know if any of you have taken a Jeep like this out to the main highway, and after you go after 60 miles an hour, I don't think it's a problem. I mean, the hood is not going to fly away, but the fact that you're sitting there and you see the hood kind of lifted up a little bit and start doing that flutter, it's kind of scary. So one way to fix that problem is this hood latches. And by the way, for each one of these upgrades, I'm going to give you a link in Amazon so you can see the actual item and see what every one of these items are pretty cheap, so there's pretty good upgrades. Second upgrade, K&N filter, and again, I'm not going to show you how to do the replacement in this Jeep. It's pretty easy. Just take that out, get the filter out, and put a K&N filter in it. Now that, to me, it's worth. I think it's. You still get pretty good protection. I don't know, and you may get, I don't know, this extra mile per gallon. And in my view, I think it's worth it. In the long run, they last a long time, and it's worth it. I mean, I have had K&N filters in my cars for over 5 years. In the long run, you get your money back for what you spent for it. The number 3 is the antenna, and the reason why the antenna, to me, it's an important, or not so important, it's a good upgrade, is because the original antenna is much longer. And I have taken the Jeep to car wash before, and I think it's an issue in the car wash. And this one not only looks better, but it works pretty good. And in my view, also, I don't know, maybe the way I drive the Jeep, the wind make this specific noise with the original antenna that it doesn't do it with this one. So there you go. I think it's an upgrade that it's worth having. Number 4, this is an interesting one. The number 4, and I thank my son to do the job for me. And oh my God, let me see if I can see it. Let me see if you guys can see this. But I'm going to show you right here. You see right there? That's a spacer. See that? That's a spacer. It's not very it's not complicated to do. It's just a little tough to get the bolts out in the back, because you do have to take the bolts out in the back to lift the seat and to be able to put these things on it. All right, and the kit, it's not very expensive, but I got it that the seat is more comfortable when it's the grab handles. Not this one. This another cheap upgrade, and it's worth it. You know, my parents use this Jeep. They get in it, and they use it every single time. Now, I painted this the same color of the trim on my Jeep. You know, just match the color and the trim. It is this cover that goes here. You know, it doesn't look. That's $19 set in it. I'm telling you, it is worth it. You see all the scratches here? That would have been straight on the paint and the metal. But the fact that that you have those covers, and not only they look good, but they do serve a purpose. And that set comes for the 2-door and the 4 doors. And see right here, it's not very big, but it does the job. Great is the soundbar speakers. I purchased this Rockford speakers that are a fit to this here, and And yeah, you have to drill a couple of holes in the plastic on the casing that it's in there to put the speakers, but they go in very well. They fit nicely and they do the job. And what I want to let you know about these particular speakers is that they are full range speakers and they sound pretty good, and they have the tweeter in the very center of this speaker. But the speakers that are in this particular Jeep and are what they call component speakers. So you have a woofer here and you have the tweeter in the corner. And then what you want to do, what I recommend you do is you disconnect both speakers, take the woofer out, replace it with the full range speaker, but don't reconnect the original tweeter because the full range that you're putting in already has a tweeter, and then you have double the tweeter. It's going to have a sound that you may not like. I mean, I didn't like it. It was too much highs, and with this was better just to put the full range in there. It sounds much better as a little warmer sound in my view, and I think you're going to like that upgrade. Again, you're going to see the link down there for you to follow that, and you're going to see that for the price, I mean, it's a pretty good upgrade. I didn't change them in the front yet. That's probably something I'll do in the future. And I know some of you guys are asking about the seats, but you know, I'm going to make a different video for the seats because you definitely want to hear about the seats and on this work there. All right, so there you go. 7 upgrades for Jeep JK that in my view I think they're worth doing. I'm going to do some